I'm a bad motherfucker.
Everybody, welcome to today's live stream. It's Friday. I know it's late. Sorry, I'm late.
You weren't at Britney Spears.
But I was at Britney Spears' pool party, and I'm getting a lot of color.
Jimmy.
Guess what? Gavin Newsom, he tweeted this out. California has doubled our National Guard at the border that are working to stop the flow of fentanyl. Fentanyl. Not illegal immigration. And fentanyl. Just fentanyl.
It's good to see that he's wearing Joe Biden's aviator glasses.
He's got the Biden aviator glasses on.
Nice.
And I guess the slick back look is turning them. That looks like he has blow dried hair now. And then he's still blaming he's still blaming Republicans for the border. But he says, looks like he says, goes, California has doubled our National Guard at the border. You want to know what doubled means? It went from 155 to 392. And all of those National Guard are at legal points of entry.
Huh.
So this is how I like to describe this. Here we see a rare clip of the blue-crested state bird Gavin Newsom, usually spotted everywhere but in California. He's suddenly expressing concern over fentanyl. Out of all the problems that California is dealing with, he's making it about fentanyl. That's like vacuuming while your house is on fire. Okay. Here we go.
Down here at the border, Tijuana.
Ready?
Down here at the border, Tijuana, right behind me.
Hang on.
Down here at the border, Tijuana, right behind me.
He's down at the border to announce he's doubling the National Guard. By the way, don't you think you'd put some of the National Guard in the photo op with you? Anyway, nice teeth. Look at that. Looks like Daniel Kino doing a character, doesn't it? Anyway.
Diego sector, the San Ysidro port of entry, not too far away, which is the largest in the Western Hemisphere. We were just down here with the National Guard, meeting with customs agents as well as Border Patrol, talking about our partnerships. 390 National Guardsmen and women that have been working, particularly as it relates to fentanyl here in the state of California. Look at the bottom line. At the end of the day, they need more resources. Everybody needs more resources. And the Republican Party has been consistently standing in the way of providing the resources, the support for the men and women working hard, not only here at the border, but out throughout the state of California and this country to address the issues related to the border. It's time for them to stop playing politics. It's time for the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, to stop playing politics.
It's just, I wish I could laugh. I should probably laugh because it's funny. Like when I went on that show with James Whale and the tortoise and the hare, and because there's such hacky propagandists that it's funny. It's like watching a cartoon. This is like watching a cartoon. As he's playing politics, calling out other people for playing politics.
Huh.
This is 100% play. Everyone knows the border's open because the establishment wants it open. And Joe Biden is glad to do that. It wasn't until 5 seconds ago that Joe Biden decided to ape Donald Trump's border policy to try to keep some out. And I just can't get over that. Him as they're going to play politics. This is politics. Oh my God. Anyway,
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I just have to say this. Who's playing politics when he campaigned that he was going to give us health care in the state of California?
Well,
and you know who stood in the way of giving us health care in the state of California?
Gavin Newsom.
Democrats.
That's right. Yeah.
I think.
Okay, so the number of California National Guard members are going to go from 155 to 392. Woo! I bet that'll turn things around. Huh. What? There's more security at a Clippers game. No kidding. That is amazing. And by the way, he got, you can't see it, it's cut off, but he got ratioed. He got 16,000 comments and 13,000 likes. That's the governor of California. That 38 million people live here. 38 million people. He got 16,000 comments, 13,000 likes. And the reason why I show you that is because he got ratioed. His first comment underneath it got 24,000 likes from DC Drano. Says, are you seriously trying to act like you care about the border invasion? After you helped let in 8 million plus? It's insane gaslighting. No, he doesn't even. So, yeah, he's trying to signal that he cares, but he makes it about fentanyl. Because if he said illegal immigration, that'd be bad for his narrative. And his base would turn on him. You said fentanyl instead of illegals because you don't want to be canceled by your voters. There you go. P. Diddy cares more about his girlfriend than Newton does about California. And yes, I said Newton instead of Newsom. Because he looks like Wayne Newton a little bit now. He's starting to look a little bit like Wayne Newton. Dankeschön. So this guy also, the reason why I show you this, is he also ratioed him. He got 11,000 likes, this guy. And what did he say? He says, haven't seen one National Guard, not a single one of these California National Guard soldiers in Jacumba, where the mass illegal crossings of adult men from around the world are taking place. BP there, so overwhelmed, the Border Patrol there are so overwhelmed that the migrants wander aimlessly on highways and call lifts for themselves while waiting to be picked up. As San Diego sector now leads the nation in illegal crossings. Did you know that? So now it's no longer Texas, it's California. I sent Governor Newsom's below post to a Border Patrol agent in Jacumba who responded by laughing and telling me California isn't doing shit to help them with illegal crossings there. And any soldiers that they see there are National Guard from other states working with the Department of Homeland Security under federal Title X orders. He said California soldiers are helping with drug interdiction at ports of entry, not the mass crossing hotspots in Jacumba. If the governor's office has any images of California National Guard helping Border Patrol in Jacumba, I'm happy to update this. Here he said, and here he did, he updated, he said, Manny Bayon, the president of the Border Patrol's union in San Diego area representation, tells Fox News that he has never seen California National Guard assisting Border Patrol agents in Jacumba, and provided the following statement. California Governor Gavin Newsom refuses to acknowledge the many illegal migrants pouring into California due to his policies he has in place. This is also sending a message to the world. Come to California. It's a sanctuary state. We need help in stemming the flow of illegal migrants entering California, not rewarding illegal migrants with taxpayer-funded programs. Governor, if you are serious about closing the California-Mexico border, you would allow California National Guard to help us in enforcement operations. I would be glad to provide you a border tour so you can see for yourself. That's the president of the Border Patrol Union in San Diego. But I will tell you this. The flood of immigrants is the best thing that ever happened to authoritarians of any party. Because they can use it like clay to shape it into whatever they choose, manipulating the public into being caged in fear. And before you know it, they will be the police bashing you in the head because they never had any loyalty to you to begin with. They will be the soldiers being given orders in a second language and then thrust into chaos. But whatever they are a gift to the crooks in charge, and it's the gift that will keep on giving to the rest of us. Don't think this isn't on purpose. That's what everything I just said meant. Dr. Frankenstein doesn't get to complain when the monster of his creation comes for him. That's how these stories always end. Here's what Kevin Dalton tweeted out. He said, "What Gavin Newsom doesn't want you to know is California is the new #1 spot for illegal immigrant crossings. The first time since the 80s. Another Newsom win. And Harry, please join me in welcoming 68 more military-aged men from all around the world that entered our country illegally with zero deterrence, zero background checks, or any idea what they plan to do once they get here."
So do they take their shoes off when they're entering the country like we have to do on
I don't
every
think
flight?
so. Here he is. Let's just remember, when they want to do something, the government can do something. Do you remember when they cleaned up San Francisco, which has turned into a hellhole? With desperate people everywhere in the streets, needles, drug addicts, fentanyl addicts, people defecating in the street, everywhere. Homeless everywhere. Remember they cleaned it up? Remember when they did it? They did it when they held a conference in San Francisco with foreign leaders and Xi Jinping came. Remember, he even admitted it. Watch this.
Anytime you put on an event, by definition, you have people over your house. You're going to clean up the house. You have 21 world leaders. You got tens of thousands of people coming from all around the globe. What an opportunity to showcase the world's most extraordinary place, San Francisco.
So he didn't clean up San Francisco for the people of California. He did it for foreigners. It took a bunch of foreigners to come here for him to get embarrassed and clean it up. He doesn't give a shit about the way it looks any other day of the year. I just wanted to show you that. That's our governor. That's the governor of the 38. That California has like the 5th largest economy in the world. You know, California has a larger economy than Russia. And I just wanted to show you his politicking as he points the finger at other. Again, this Democrat Republican finger pointing. I can't believe people still fall for it, but it works. That's why they keep doing it. I know all my old asshole friends in Hollywood vote Democrat because they think they're doing something moral. What they're actually doing is propping up a party that's crushing workers and funding a genocide. Way to go, Jack Black. Okay, over to Steph.
All right. Hey, Sunrise says, have on William Gude, Gude, to speak about Karen Bass's failed homeless plan and tracking UCLA attackers and Scientology.
Oh, I'd love to.
Sunrise 6, William Gude. Hold on, let me make a note. William Gude. All right. Noted. Thank you so much for that, Sunrise.
They supposedly spent $22 billion.
Back to Jimmy.
They supposedly spent $22 billion in California on homelessness. And homelessness has only gotten worse. And nobody can tell you where the money went. So I'd love to have, if that guy Good, oh my good. That's how they say God in New Zealand. Oh my good. I'm pretty sure that's how they say it. Oh my good. Or maybe it's good. Oh my good. Maybe that's how they say it. If you're from New Zealand, which I know we have viewers there, let me know how you pronounce God. Okay, back to Steph.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Jimmy. I used to thank Jesus before every meal, but then he got deported. The good news is he's back. The bad news is he robbed me. Fucking Jesus. Vienticus prime. Jesus. Anybody have a friend that's always late and it's really annoying? That's what this show is like. I still like it. I watch it, but I'm going to talk shit because of it. Ha. This is Mike. Mike. Jimmy actually thought the show was 1:30 today. Just want everybody to know. Hi, everybody. Just got here. I'm running late. Has anybody seen my friend Mike? And what's going on? What did I miss? Data 12. There would have been another. You are awful. Thank you. This is Mike. You're hilarious. Thank you. Wookie Goldberg. Thank you, Wookie. Data 12. Data 12. Thank you so much, Data 12. Here we go. This is Mike. Thank you. This is Mike. Much appreciated. The Patsy Nazi. Thank you so much, Patsy Nazi. This is Mike. Thank you. This is Mike. Much appreciated. Who is this one? This is Chiliop Hangelfrat. You can just be honest and say you were banging out a quickie before the stream. That's honestly less upsetting. We were banging out a quickie before the stream. Took a little longer than we expected that quickie. Just wanted you to know that. All right, let's go over here. I've got super chats. See ya, Kids Corner. I see ya, Amazing Blumpkin. Hold on, refreshing. Here we go. Baby Shark lyrics go with Jimmy's music. Sing along, Philip Blair. Cancer guy from Minneapolis. Call me Jimmy. Peter. Thank you, Peter. Michael Castillo. Okay. I'm in San Diego for USS Ronald Reagan 20-year reunion. I can't wait for the meet and greet in Chicago, Michael. See you there. Back to Jim.
Let it fall on the neighbor's car. Okay. Look at that! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! It's fake! It's fake! It's fake! I'm sorry. I don't like fakes.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit
Isn't it swell? The memes make themselves. They found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you.
Boy, the brain, shut it down.
If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long along I diddle little bums. If I were a schmooly man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish schmooly man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, you know, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, you know, the babies that have been murdered, you know, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, you know, money poor people. You know, this government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But you know, something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, you know, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison, but they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, you know, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, you know, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators, and they're going to have riots on their hands. You know, they're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. You know, we have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, you know, what we need, what needs to be done. And, you know, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. I mean, you know, don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, you know, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, you know, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, you know, this system and those backing the officials running the system, you know, want people to believe that revolution means violence, you know, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. You know, when people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. You know, they get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, you know, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. You know, every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is, whether you want to be or not. I mean, our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. You know, men, women, and children were murdered. And not just MOVE babies, you know. What about all of the young men, women, you know, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops? you know, by drug pushers. I mean, you know, where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, you know, making a quick buck, you know. I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, you know, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, you know, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. You know, how long are people going to sit back and beg, you know, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years all you've gotten is a slap in the face? All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.